Hello, everybody. I am back again with another, presentation for you. We earlier said that there are three types of, formulating the English sentences. Okay, one was tree diagram, the other was label bracketing, and number three was rewrite rules. There were no differences. There are no differences between the three. Now let us go to other languages. Well, as you see on page 31, you can have an example from Malagasy, which says which says so the student the woman. Okay, so the student the woman in this language. Line 2 is the translation. Line 2 is this translation, and line 1 is actually difficult for me to pronounce. Nahita ni piantra mi vehiva vi. Okay, difficult. Of course, I don't know that language because you don't know that language. So a better example is that we go to a language like Arabic. Okay, so the woman, so the student is something like, the woman is like al-mir'ah, and so is ra'a, and the student is muhassil. Okay, so how do we put these three elements together? There's a difference between English and Arabic. There's a difference between Farsi and Arabic as well. In Fusha, actually, the verb comes first. Okay, so first we say ra'a, or the woman ra'at. Okay, and after that, al-mir'a. Okay, and after that, al-muhassil. Okay, so there is a difference between the word order of English and the word order of Arabic and Malagasy on page 31, number 12. So what is it? While in English something like 13 is not present, in Arabic there is something like number 13. What is it? Number 13, page 31. S rewrites as VP, then NP. In English, it is like S rewrites as NP followed by VP. But in Arabic, okay, ضرب زيد أمره. The usual form is that ضرب appears at the beginning. ضرب زيد أمره. Okay, it's exactly like رأت الإمرأة المرأة and المحصل. Okay, it's like this. So according to the rewrite rule of Arabic, there is something like 13, not something like, let me find one good example here for you. Well, number 5. While in page 29, number 5, this is a rewrite rule for English. Page 13 says Arabic is quite different. Why? Because normally the verb appears at the beginning of the sentence. Well, everything is good. And if you actually go to page 32, the whole thing is in fact summarizes on the box on page 32. So it says, a mini grammar for English using rewrite rules. Okay, we just use rewrite rules. We could use something like tree diagrams. We could use something like label bracketing. No difference. What is it? A mini grammar, a small grammar for the English is like this. Line 1 says S rewrites has NPVP. What does it mean? It means that the sentence has got two elements, a noun phrase and a verb phrase. Noun phrase, verb phrase. And a sentence is like this. What about a verb phrase? A verb phrase again has got two elements in it, a verb and another noun phrase. Okay? What about a noun phrase? Line 3. A noun phrase is like an NP rewrites as a determiner followed by a noun. A determiner is something like a or a there, okay? A noun is like elephant, child, okay? So let us look at the vocabulary of English. We call it at the lexicon. Lexicon means vocabulary. So on top of page 32, we have the grammar. Below it, we have the vocabulary. We put these vocabulary in the formulas above. What is the result? The result is the sentences of English. Okay, so let us see. Ends means nouns like child, like elephant, like tooth, like Winston Churchill. Okay, now line 2. Verbs, these, like draw, like fly, like cook, like pay, like invigilator, invigilator. And line 3. Determiners are like the, and an. So this is the grammar of English. Do we want to continue with this grammar? No. We don't want to continue with the grammar of English or Arabic like this. Why? Because we want to work on other things to understand the nature of, in fact, the Chomskyan grammar on language 1 and language 2, first language acquisition and second language acquisition. So we finished this discussion of phrase structure rules, tree diagrams, and rewrite rules for this part, and this is done. We go to another part on the next presentation, which is movement. Thank you very much. Goodbye.